Hello, my name is Valeria Ponetto, and I'm a first-year student at the University of Central Florida, and I'm currently enrolled in ENC 1101. When I first enrolled for this class, I was very nervous and scared, and I was afraid that I was not going to be able to excel in the course because I was unfamiliar with upper-level English. When I thought of college-level English, I envisioned reading Shakespearean 500-page novels filled with Old English and words that are not used. Therefore, in the first few weeks of taking this course, my only goal was to get an A. When I learned that ENC 1101 would give us valuable skills that would be useful for the future of ENC courses and for life, I started to pay more attention to the class. After I began understanding the course, my goals began to shift. The road towards achieving this goal is not always easy. At the beginning of the course, all the readings in the assignment proved difficult for me. Reading 20-page research papers was not easy for me, and I often fell asleep reading them. For some assigned readings, I had to read them 2 or 3 times because I zoned out while reading them, or because I genuinely did not understand. There was a lot of new vocabulary in the readings, which made them hard to follow and sometimes analyze. Another thing that helped me through the class was the in-class discussions. I learned how to analyze the text and understand the key takeaways from the readings. With the time, the class became easier for me, and I could understand it well, which complied with the course learning goal. With every assignment, I learned something new, and I acquired a new skill, beginning with the identity and literacy narrative. In this essay, I learned how to effectively tie in-class readings with a narrative of my own experiences. The first class reading assigned was Brand and Literacy Sponsors, and I began the essay describing my own literacy sponsors and how my experiences with them affected my literacy. In this essay, I also tied in the concepts of discourse to explain my primary discourses and their effect on my literacy. With the help of these readings, I was able to accurately inform the audience about my experiences with literacy, which was the focus of the assignment. Learning how to effectively incorporate class readings with my own experiences was one of the things I wanted to achieve and that I was able to achieve thanks to this essay. The second essay, and my personal favorite, was the writer profile. The focus of this essay was to identify and narrate literary experiences of someone else. Although at first it was hard to pick someone to conduct the interview, I knew that I wanted to talk about literacy in the medical field, and this is why I chose Nurse Alma to talk about in my essay. After I acquired all the understanding of her literacy practices in her field, I proceeded to write the essay. To explain her previous experiences with literacy, I decided to quote both G and Nurse Alma. Having 2 quotes about the same idea gave the readers a deeper understanding of Nurse Alma's primary discourse, which she explained shaped her secondary discourse and her literacy practices. Having to quote them also obligated me to learn how to quote both readings and interviews. As you can see, when I quoted G, I didn't write the right year of publication, but I still learned the format of the APA style and how to quote readings. In this essay, I was also able to make my own conclusions about literacy with the knowledge I had acquired from the readings and with the analysis of Nurse Alma's literacy. I concluded that there is a gap in knowledge between specialized and non-specialized genre community, and this can affect individuals in the medical field when communication is not effective. In conclusion, these 2 essays were the ones that helped me the most with understanding of my own literacy and other people's literacy, and the importance of knowing, mastering, and communicating this literacy effectively. I still struggle understanding APA style, which was one of my future goals. I'd like to master APA style for future courses. Another of my future goals is to learn more about different genres and to be able to write different genres to improve my literacy. But overall, I think I complied with all the course goals and my personal goals.